Hi and welcome to my review of the Daheng DH800 micro drone. It's quite obviously a drone marketed at the kids, and I'll go through the reasons why that would be in a moment. But and basically it's because it's on a wrist strap, so you wear it like a big watch, and the controller is actually very different from the normal controllers that I tend to fly drones with, so it'll be an interesting experience as to how I get on with this. But the drone itself is very cleverly hidden inside there. So you take the cap off, there's the drone. It's sort of a mini Cheerson type size when it's like that, but the arms then fold out just like that, so it makes the whole profile a little bit bigger. It's got a camera, so it's 0.3 megapixel camera, I think it is, on this, and the battery should give you a 5-minute flight time, but we'll test that out. I have charged this up already, so we'll give that a go. The package comes with its charger, which I've got plugged in over there at the moment, a couple of screwdrivers, for some reason 2 sets of blades, plus the blade removal tool, which is that little pry tool just there, and the smartphone holder, I should say. The controller is where everything is very different from normal quadcopters that I tend to fly. So basically, if I remember right, because these buttons are all over the place, everywhere you look on every surface there's a button or a control of some kind. So we've got power button. That is for an ingenious little timer which displays just up there. You've got the trim controls for your throttle, so it's up and forward and backwards, I believe that is trim controls. You've got the video start button, auto takeoff and landing button, the photo button. This is the sideways flight button, so it flies the craft that way and that way, if I remember correctly. You've got the yaw button, which is that one there, which is, well, it's not a button, it's a turn wheel. I don't know if you can see that just there, and that will yaw the craft like that. And you've got the throttle, which is just there. On the sides you've got what I believe is the 1 key return. I did read all of these, but I can't remember them offhand. I think that's 1 key return. You've got the headless mode, which is that one there. Gyro calibration. Flip button is fairly obvious. This one, emergency stop, so that would stop the motors. Speed button will be the rates button, and obviously the joystick. Well, I assume that's just to take you normal directions, forward, backwards, left and right. And so saying, maybe these are just trim controls. It explained it in the instructions as left and right controllers, but they might just be the trim controls, the same as these are the forward and backwards trim controls. We shall see. Right, I think without further ado, I'll actually get a flight in and show you how the thing actually flies and how I get on with these controls. Right, just quickly before I get into the flight, I thought I'd set everything up as you're intended to fly it, which is controller on the wrist, phone on the controller. It just makes it quite heavy and everything seems to just pull towards the back like that, so I'm not so sure that I'll be flying like that. I might just take the phone off and fly without the phone on, but I just thought I'd show you that in any case before I do the flight. Okay, I've downloaded the app, which is the, I don't know if you can see that, the VS UFO app, which is that one just there. Let's open that up, and there we go. And there we go. This is what the cam is seeing. Oops, right, so wrong way around. And it's inverted, right, okay. So yeah, upside down image, but there you go nevertheless. So I'm going to put this down, put the drone down, controller is turned on, press the timer, in actual fact what I want to try, I'm going to try the auto takeoff, so let's press that. And there we go, let's just pull it back a little bit, trim it backwards. It's holding height very well actually. Having said that, it's just started to creep up a little bit, so you can adjust the height once you've got it up there. Right, so here we are for controllability. It's pretty stable. Yeah, not too much of a problem there. My main issue is here. It's almost like I'm flying in headless mode. It's not quite, but because I can't actually physically turn the craft with one hand, I've then got to do it like that. So it doesn't make it an easy craft to fly one-handed. Right, let's just come back to here. Bring it back a little bit, yaw it back round so it's facing away from us. I'm putting my arms down because it's making my arms ache, lifting them up like that. Right, okay, so let's see what I can do. So yaw the craft. Yeah, it's really difficult to yaw the craft and turn at the same time. So one-handed operation is actually quite limited, and we're losing height a little bit. So let's just bring it up a little bit. Throttle works, absolutely no problem with that. It does feel a little bit wishy-washy though. I mean, for instance, once it's done its auto takeoff, the throttle will be wherever the throttle was, which is probably down at 0. So you then got to move the throttle up, and we'll keep moving it basically until the throttle catches the point where the drone is sitting, and you can actually activate the throttle with the slider again, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But basically I can adjust the throttle and it won't move, and then suddenly it will move all at once. Right, let's try a flip. Okay, yeah, there's an okay flip. It's nothing special. It loses a... Whoa! So at this point I'm going to take the controller off and then try it again with both hands. So at least I've got separate controls, even though they're not too... Whoops. Oh, I've lost my timer. That was 3 minutes 40 something, I think it was. But okay, let's do an auto takeoff again. There we go, auto takeoff. And it seems to want to spring forward again, so let's just give it a bit of back trim. Yeah, these are trim controls, these left hand ones. Right, let's see how I get on with yaw and turns. Yaw is extremely slow. Right, okay, let's try the changing speeds. Okay, and this is like true analog control. I mean, in one way it feels really good because as you turn a controller, the drone seems to turn the same amount, but on the other hand you can't accelerate the yaw at all, so you've got to be really careful. You can't do quick yaws on it. So let's just try this. Yeah, I think that was a problem. And it looks like we've got low battery warning on the drone anyway. We'll see how long it goes after that. And I've got, what, 2 minutes 30 on here. We've had, I don't know what, 30 seconds mucking about. So that's about 5 minutes ish. Oh yeah, it's not one for sport flying, this one. And I don't know if I actually did any recording on that, which will be a bit of a pain. I'll have to do no, I don't think I was doing any recording, so I'll have to do another flight and check the recording on it. So 3 minutes 34 plus the 3 minutes earlier on, and as I say, there's at least 30 seconds messing around there. So yeah, it's going to be around 5.5 minutes flying time for that, I reckon. What I'll try and do then, I forgot to start recording video, so I'll take a bit of video on the end of the review, so you can see what the quality of the camera is. There's the drone itself. Again, it's a nice stable flyer. It's actually easy to fly, but it's not easy to fly well, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So you get it up in the air, and as long as you trim it, it seems to want quite a lot of trimming, it will stay up there very stably. For nice slow flying, it's really good. You're not going to be doing any sports flying with this just because of the limited yaw on it. It's very, very slow on its yaw. So as a bit of a sort of a kid's toy, selfie drone, something like that, it'll be fine. You won't be doing any serious flying with it. I do lots of drone videos, gadget videos, etc. So if you do like the video, please click subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.